It's Lee from ColoringQueen.net, and today I am super excited because I've got Animal Wonderland Special from Colouring Heaven, and I'm super excited because it's got one of my very favourite artists in it, which is a Japanese artist, Kanoko Egusa. Now, I don't know if I ever pronounce her name correctly, but she is the illustrator behind Rhapsody in the Forest and the follow-up book Menuet of Happiness, and also the little postcard collection book. She's been featured in Colouring Heaven before, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get a hold of that issue, and it has broken my heart ever since. So now I've got a Kanoko Colouring Heaven magazine. So super excited. I expect that this edition of Kanoko's work will sell out, and unfortunately Colouring Heaven do not do reprints, or they haven't so far, of their issues. She is extremely popular artist and her images in this book are gorgeous. So we have 40 new and exclusive designs. There's a colourable cover, as always, with lovely foiling on it. And you can read a bit about Kanoko here. She does a lot of flowers and plants and super cute animals. Here are her previous Japanese books that have also been released with Dutch editions, but not English editions. Now, the illustrations in this magazine are new and exclusive to Colouring Heaven, but they are very similar in some ways to illustrations that you may have already seen in her colouring books. So we've got this gorgeous horizontal image, landscape design of the little chicks in the garden. So how cute would that be for Easter? I am so in love with this edition of this magazine, seriously. Just adoring it. Now the paper is thin to medium. It's a magazine style paper, so you will need to put something behind it if you're going to use markers, and even if you're going to use pencils, I always put something behind so it doesn't leave dents. So look at our gorgeous bunny. Now elements of this have all been featured in her other books, but the way it's been designed is unique apparently to this edition. So if you have Kanoko's colouring books, you'll recognise like the teacups, etc. But I think they've been laid out in a different manner. They're also on a different sizing. Now some of those elements are a little bit cut off there at the top, but it's still going to look gorgeous. Now look at this, it's got such a spring theme to it. We've got our bunnies, our little lambs, little duckies. I am so in love with this book. I am so thankful for Colouring Heaven to sending it to me. I was devastated when I missed out the last time she was featured in the magazine, and I couldn't get a hold of that issue for my collection. Now how good's this one going to be for Easter? The great thing about this is I've got so many pictures in here now for my Floral Friday. I'll be going for years. I won't need to buy another book. Look at these bunnies. Oh, and the bunny overload in this edition is just fantastic. So they're roughly A4 sized magazines, and they're just white smooth paper. Now it is magazine paper, as I said, so it's not overly heavy, but I never have any problems with it. Just pop something behind. Look at the dresser, and we've got a little frog and a little bunny in the cup. There's so many gorgeous animals. It is just so adorable. Now I've seen on Facebook that one of the staff from Colouring Heaven, I'm pretty sure they coloured this picture, and it looks stunning. This is another gorgeous one. Aren't these pictures beautiful? Make you want to race out to the countryside. And if you love flowers and animals like I do, you know, it really might be your cup of tea. Now look at the bunnies snuggling up in this hourglass. How adorable is that? It's just too cute for words. We've got all the beautiful poppies. I actually grew poppies in my garden this year. Well, I think they were flowering last year actually. They were really lovely. They came out just in time for Remembrance Day. So we've got gorgeous berries, cute little mice. It's just, every picture is so adorable. And there's so many different things for you to colour, like wicker, metals, fruits, furs, feathers and florals and little budgerigars. So many gorgeous little tree houses there. So much detail. Like, look at this kitty, striped kitty. Look at the little bed that they're making, and he's all full. He's eaten too much, so he needs to sit in his chair and just relax. Every picture is just stunning. As I said, her work is extremely popular amongst people that love Japanese colouring books. And usually they're a little expensive to buy because unless you live in Japan, you have to pay for the shipping, which certainly adds to the cost. So having this book, if you're not able to get a hold of one of her Japanese colouring books, I think it's really good value. You got your sea lions, your penguins, something there for everyone. And so whimsical. And even if you do have her colouring books, these designs are different, apparently, from the ones that are in her colouring books. Now, I haven't got them out to check that, but it does say new and exclusive on the cover. Isn't this gorgeous? So we've got another landscape designed one. It's just bunny heaven, isn't it? Turned the page too soon on that one. Donuts and cookies. Oh, gets even better. He's having his little donut over in the corner. He's looking at the reflection, I think, here. All these gorgeous umbrellas and parasols. Cute little kitties. There's something really here for everyone. There's sea life images, land images, images that would be great for Easter colouring or spring colour-alongs. Got a sort of very patterned page here. The Colouring Heaven is available at a lot of shops around the world. Newsagents, places like Sainsbury's, places like Barnes and Noble. You can check on their website for a list. In Australia, Big W used to stock it, but they don't anymore. In try your local newsagents, but really Australians, you're much better off buying it direct from Anthem Publishing, that publishes Colouring Heaven, because then it will be sent straight to you, and you won't have to spend time looking around at the shops to try and find it. Look at this gorgeous wallpaper. Now you can sign up for the subscription, which means that you get every magazine that they produce for the Colouring Heaven specials, or you can just buy it on a one-off. So if you see an issue that you fancy, you can order that. But a lot of their issues sell out really fast, and as I said, they don't reprint them. Oh, so much detail in this one. We've got crystals and going into a cave-like tunnel there. Lots of different variety here. So I'll be definitely colouring something from this for Floral Friday, but choosing which one is going to be really difficult. Look at this, they're little paper dolls. So you colour up the little outfits, and it's got tabs there so you can dress her up. Isn't it adorable? So cute. So you can add little bonnets and whatnot. I'd probably glue that to a bit of card so I can play dress-ups with them easier. Look at these cats having a snuggle in a hammock. And I adore paper dolls. I didn't notice that when I first went through it, because I knew it was coming out. This one's going to be great for Christmas, actually. There's something here for everything, isn't there? So you've got a page for Christmas colouring, Easter pages, spring pages, summer pages. Oh, I didn't notice this one either. I must have been too caught up looking at the bunnies. These are adorable. And this cat in the snow, I'm sure I've seen it in one of Kanoko's other books, but perhaps with a different background. I haven't got them out to check page by page, but whatever Kanoko does, I'm glad to have, even if I have seen parts of the image before. But it does say that they're exclusive. Look at this. Aren't they beautiful? So Colouring Heaven now have a new club. It's called the Discovery Club, and it's £3.98 a month. And every week you get some artwork to colour in. And this is a digital club, so you don't pay for postage. You get it to your email address. And you might get an interview or other sorts of special things. So you can check out that Discovery Club at the link below the video if that's something that you're interested in joining. Now for that one you will need a printer or access to a printer to print out your colourable pages. But the advantage of PDFs are huge. Like, first of all, you don't have to store anything, you don't have to pay for shipping, and you can print it out on whatever paper you fancy. As well, you can have a do-over, so if you make a mistake or you want to choose a different colour palette or do something different, you can do that with a digital download, whereas you can't do that with a printed book. You have to go buy another one. So that's it from me with the beautiful Animal Wonderland Special with the new and exclusive illustrations by Kanoko Egusa. Until next time, happy colouring.